let's just go. What's up, guys? Welcome to another video with the hostess with the mostest. That's me. I have the most stuff for you guys. Today I'm going to be teaching you 3 flourishes, how to spin a card on your finger, how to spring some cards, and the typical dribble and a few variations of it. It's nothing too major, but it's things that when you get to do them well, it's a nice little addition to your flow, right? To your character when you're performing, or it can be. Also, I'm going to be out at Magi Fest this week. Probably by the time you see this, I will be heading there already. And if you want a chance to enter my video, it's not really a contest, but while at Magi Fest, if you're there and you come up to me and show me something dope, I'll probably throw you in the video. So more on that later on. That's really about it. I might plan a meetup while I'm out there, so if you want to know more about that, you got to follow my Instagram or my Twitter, because they kind of go back and forth together, so make sure you check those out. I'll be putting the things over there, and as always, the links will be in the description below. So without further ado, let's get into the learning. Today I'll be using the Bicycle Pandemonium cards, because pandas make everything better. So I'm going to go over a few of the things. One of them is the finger twirl, the pirouette as it's known. This is just a cool little move, man. It makes things look cool. You could give it a spin before you display a card, right? And it's not super difficult. It's a little knacky, but it's one of those things that once you get it, man, you get it for life. Like, that's it. It's just dirt. So you're going to balance it on your middle finger. You're going to put your thumb over your middle finger, and your index finger is going to pivot this back and forth. Now, if you see, my middle finger and index finger are pulling back and forth on the card. And eventually, you'll start to feel like a tiny little bead of sweat on the tip of your finger right where the card is. And that's basically where the card's going to spin. So you're going to pull back with your index finger hard. Your middle finger is going to kind of come out. And you're going to let go with your thumb all at once. And that causes it to spin. Now, with time and practice, you can get this pretty fast. I'm trying to get the speed going. Yeah, it's just one of those things that when you get it, it's just super nice to. It's just one of those things that when you get it, it's just super nice to do. You know. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, bong! Flourish time! By the way, if you like the shorts, give me a thumbs up for the shorts, the watermelon shorts, you know. But yeah, so that's all it is. Just play with that. It's gonna be hard to get at first because it's a weird notion to pivot and then hold it on that finger. But that's what you're doing. It's on the middle finger. The thumb is right above the middle finger. Then your middle finger and index finger are gonna pull like this, back and forth. So you're just kind of doing this, right? And then you're just going to let go of everything, and it's just going to stay on your middle finger. That is the Pirouette. It's a German word, Pirouette. The spring, also known as the fart maker. Internationally, this is the move that people hear when a magician is trying to get attention. So they usually do it from the thumb. As you can see, it's super loud. I like to do it from the edge, from corner to corner. It's just a little softer, gives it a little more wet fart sound. Some people do it off of the fingers, which I can't do too well. Like that. See, I can't do it at all. So I'm going to teach you the way I do it, which is from the corner. So my ring finger and thumb are doing most of the work here. Okay. So I put my thumb right on this corner, like that. And these 4 fingers are going to push in, causing that to bend. And then what's going to happen is I'm just going to kind of push my thumb out like that, so that I keep constant pressure as the cards shoot off of the hand. See that? Now, what's important with this is not so much the spring, it's the catch, right? So you want to catch those cards. You'll see people do it away from the body and over their head and stuff, and that's because they've learned how to catch the cards. In the beginning, you'll probably be doing it against your body like this, so that the cards don't fall. But over time, you can start to pull away. Now, the way I like to catch it is like this. I put my hand in this kind of claw cradle, and I'm aiming the card at this finger so that it hits that finger as it goes back. And as you start to learn it, you start to angle the card more, and you could shoot it more directionally. As you can see, like, I'm not holding on to anything. You can do it up and down in all these different directions. It's fun to do. And of course, you'll see some really cool cardistry videos of people using this to like throw cards in, or they'll spring it above their head, which is super cool, which is another thing that I can't do. But just do that. Just give it a little. And of course, it'll start to bend your cards if you do it too much. So every once in a while, just do it in the other direction. You know, it's not a big deal. And this is the precursor to the anti-pharaoh, which I can't do very well, but I know people who can. But it's a way to separate cards one by one, which I didn't do there. You get it. You could look it up, Anti-Pharaoh by Christian Ingblom. And Alex Pendray, I think, also has a lot of work on it. So there you go. Check that stuff out. And on to the next one. So if you've ever seen me handle cards, the dribble is something I do a lot. It's just like a soft little touch to air out the cards. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy. But I think it can add a nice soft touch, you know, a little finesse to your card work if you just do it very sparingly, you know. This is where you see a lot of people do like the Anaconda, which is another thing that I just can't do. But the Anaconda comes from a dribble. Let me see here. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, getting it. Oh, maybe I can do the Anaconda. So the way I like to, there's two basic ways to do this that you'll see. You'll see people who do it well, right? You'll see people kind of keep the index finger bent, and then you'll see people keep the index finger out. I kind of do a mixture of both. I've been doing the index finger more because I feel like the pressure is a little bit more even. This one, it's not as even as a pressure. It's just a weird feeling. But you'll also see a lot of people do it wrong, and you'll see like clumpiness. And I'll show you why. Almost like the spring, where the thumb is on the corner, you're going to do the same thing, except it's going to be much softer now, because you don't have to bend the deck like before. This is the hand position I like to be in. Pinky just over by the corner of the deck. Middle finger and ring finger on the top portion, and the index finger on this long edge, and it's pretty much just going to slide down the deck to create the pressure. Right, so I'm pushing down, and as you can see, it's bowing out, right? So my thumb is pushing up, my index finger is pushing down, and these fingers aren't doing anything but keeping the deck stable. And I'm going to start to do this with my thumb and this with my index finger at the same time, and the cards will start to softly come out. Now, the closer to the corner you get it, the softer it'll be. If you do it near the middle, if your thumb is near the middle of the deck and you try this, it kind of clumps out for some reason. Like, it doesn't come out quite as smooth. So I like to keep my index finger and thumb right at the edge, and the index finger here, and like that. Right? And you don't have to do it big unless you're doing an Anaconda, but this is the way that I like to dribble cards. And I don't do it very big. Half the time I'm just here like that. I don't do very much at all. Just do this. And it's just like a relaxing kind of move, you know, like you're just playing with cards, you're doing all this stuff, right? Cards come here, dribble passes, and all that good stuff come from this grip. So play with that, you know, learn to use your tools in a comfortable manner. The more you're comfortable with your cards or your coins or whatever, the better your magic will look. All right, that's it. So a couple of flourishes for you. Play with them, learn them, get fluid at them, and instantly, once you master them, you will be the best card man in the galaxy. You'll be the one. I will be at Magi Fest this week, and one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to kind of showcase some really dope magic that people don't get to see. Some of it may be new, some of it may be old, whatever. So what I want you guys to do is, if you see me and I got my camera on me, come up to me and show me something, and I'll probably throw it on one of the vlogs about the trip, because I think people are so wrapped up in what comes out that they forget about what's being done. and what you could do and some of the older stuff. So at a convention like Magi Fest, you get to see all kinds. You get to see new, you get to see old. In fact, at this convention, 𝗦𝗧𝗨𝗙𝗙 is going to be there, one of the last like living legends of the last generation. And it's amazing to see him interact with the young guys and do the stuff that he does and still destroy almost everybody. So if you see me at the convention, please come up to me, show me some stuff, I'll throw you on the video, and I'll give you a shout out and all that good stuff. That's really about it. This year I'm going to be making some big changes, some big things are happening. I'm really excited for it. One of the reasons why I haven't been putting out a lot of videos is because I've been preparing for this thing. So I hope you understand that, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Because of these changes, I'm going to be focusing more on YouTube and the things that I'm doing for myself, which I think is better for me, because I got kind of down on myself last year because things kind of weren't going the way I wanted it to. So this year I get to change all that, and I'm really excited about it. If I see you at Magi Fest, it would be awesome. I might do a meetup like I said, so make sure to follow me on my social media. And if you like what I'm doing, smash the like button. And if you don't like what I'm doing, smash the unlike button twice. Got him. Hit the bell if you want to be notified. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next video or at Magi Fest. Peace out.